Hey programmers, what's up? Today I'm going to be showing you how to connect your Node.js application to a MongoDB database. So first of all, I have an Express.js application right here. Very simple. I just use a course and Express.js right here. And it's just very simple Express.js application. Then what we need a database from MongoDB. So I'm using MongoDB Compass and I have created a database locally. So I have a database called serverdb and I have a users collection right here. So what we're going to be trying to do is we're going to try to connect our application to this database and also pull data from this users collection. And now if you're using MongoDB at last, that's actually fine. You can also use it. But I'm using MongoDB Compass and I have created the server locally. The database locally. So let's get started. First of all, what you need to do is in your application, Express or Node.js application, you need to install a package called MongoDB. So what you need to do is open your terminal and then say npm install MongoDB. And after you have installed it, so let me just install it. And after installing it, we can start working on connecting the database. So first of all, what we're going to do is create a function. I'm going to create a function here, a function called main, and it's going to be a async arrow function. And here we're going to be doing all the connection thing of our database. So first, what we need is the connection string. So const URI equals to, here we're going to put our connection string. So the URI to connect your application to your cluster in MongoDB Atlas, or the string that connects to your MongoDB Compass. So I'm using MongoDB Compass, so I'm just going to put this. And if you're using MongoDB Atlas, you can just go to your cluster, and then there's a button called connect. You can click that, and then you can press another button called connect to your application, and it should give you this kind of link. But make sure that you put your password. Change your password in that link. In that link there is going to be something like this, password. Whoops, my bad. Like this, and you need to change this full thing with your password. So make sure you do that. So after we have that URL, we can now create a client for the MongoDB. So we're going to get this client from the package that we installed earlier. So MongoDB, the package that we installed using the npm. So what we need to do is here we have to import the MongoDB client from MongoDB package, and then we can create a new instance of this MongoDB client. So const client will be equal to new MongoDB client, and inside this MongoDB client we can pass in the URL or URI that we have here. So after this we have a client from the package, and we can use this client in order to get data from the database and all those stuff, or insert data to a database. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to pull up a collection, so the users collection, and we're going to create a route here, and by using that route we're going to send all the users from our database. So what I'm going to do first of all is get the collection. So we're going to put a try catch block here, so in case if there is any error we can see it. So catch is going to be, oops, what am I doing, sorry guys, catch error, log the error here. Also we're going to give the final loop block and write nothing inside the final block. So here, to get a collection from database, what we need to do is say const users collection, and then call the client, then the method called db. Here you need to specify the db or the database name that you have. So my database name is serverdb, and inside that you have to say collection. You have to call the method collection, and here is going to be your collection name. So my collection name is users, so I'm going to put users, and now we have this collection, users collection right here. Okay, so now we can create a route to show all the, return all the data from the users collection. But before doing that, I actually forgot to do one thing, is call this main function. If we don't even call it, it's not going to work. So we can say main, we call it, and we also put catch here. So we're just going to put console error right here, so if there's an error we can just see it. So here now we're going to create a route, add.get /users is going to be a request response, and here we are going to find all the users from the users collection. So we can say users collection dot find, and inside this find method we can send a query. So the query that is going to be filtered on this user collection. So for example, we can find a user with a specific ID and many more things. but we actually want all the users from the users collection. So I'm just going to put a empty object. So this is going to return a pointer, and this pointer is also known as the cursor. So this pointer actually points to all the documents in the collection. So we need to save the pointer or the cursor first of all in a variable. So we can say const cursor equals to this. And then what we can say is const users, so this will be the data. Then we can call the cursor then dot to array. And you also need to put await here. And because we cannot use await inside non-async functions, so we need to make this a async function. So now here we have all the users saved in this variable. So we can return it. Response.send users. And oops, my bad. And now if you go to our browser and go to our users route, here you go. You can see we have all the data right here. And now you can also actually insert your data right here. So we have 10 items right here. And now we are going to be trying to insert a data. So what we need to do is we call the users collection. And then we say dot insert one. We're just going to put a name, test, email, test@email.com. So this insert one is a method on the collection. So if you just call it and pass it a data, it's going to insert this data to that collection. So if we just go to here again and refresh, if we just refresh again, here you can see we have 11 items. That's actually going to be 12 right now because it has run another time. So here we go, we have 12 items. So so you guys can see we can insert data, we can get data from the database, and we have successfully connected our application to a MongoDB database. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you next time.